Well, what Sancho did yesterday was nothing new. People that say that okay, they're Sancho's fan or they have known Sancho for quite a while, that is not new. That is more like everyday Sancho. The team that quickly found that rhythm was Borussia Dortmund. Wow, I was not surprised that Borussia Dortmund won yesterday based on their performance. Once they have like after they got their reading, once they have the ball, like jeez, it's beautiful, beautiful to watch. Talent is one thing, but hard work is another thing. I Yesterday people were saying, see Tiang should be crying by now, Tiang should be this. Honestly speaking, nobody's missing Sancho at Man United. The only player that Man United is missing currently is Greenwood. Apart from Greenwood, Man is not missing anybody. PSG was just, I don't know, they were just unorganized. Yes, they were quite unlucky whereby they had two ball hitting the post, like the sidebar. You understand? They were quite unlucky, but they were just not organized, losing the ball carelessly.
That performance yesterday from Sancho has split Man United fan base. The people who are for Sancho and people who are against Jadon Sancho. It was a Jadon Sancho showdown yesterday. A classic performance. He completed 12 successful take-ons, the most any player has done in the Champions League in a single game last night. 1-0 the final scoreline in favour of Dortmund against PSG. How did that happen? We did not see Mbappe in that game. Let's analyze the game, bro.
Well, what Sancho did yesterday was nothing new. People that say that okay, they're Sancho's fan or they have known Sancho for quite a while, that is not new. That is more like everyday Sancho. That is why we bought him. Sancho is a talented lad. You understand? Don't get me wrong. He's very talented, but he has been inconsistent in a Man United shirt, and that has nothing to do with the club. That has nothing to do with Tiang. Even before Tiang came, during Ole's time, he was inconsistent. During Ralph Ragnick time, inconsistent. You understand? The reason why we bought him, goals, assists, dribbles, take on, he doesn't do that. Nowhere to be found. It even got to a particular stage whereby I was not wondering, guy, has this guy lost his swagger? What's happening? You get me?
Yeah.
What's happening? The truth is that Sancho is talented, but he's not disciplined. He's not hardworking. There were numerous times whereby it was reported that Sancho always comes late to training. He doesn't go. Even Matic said it. He comes late to training. Talent is one thing, but hard work is another thing. In the Premier League, you can't just come and lazy around in the Premier League and take on defenders anyhow like you like. I watched the game yesterday. I saw the way he was dancing around defenders and I just told them one thing. I said, see, no Premier League defender will allow you to turn him 3 times. You understand? I see the way he was turning Mendes. I said, no Premier League defender, even the one that cannot defend safe, they not go feel lay they turn them up and down like that in that particular corner, like in that corner. So brilliant. I'm actually happy about his performance because now at least we could get some value on his head. Like if we want to sell him, even if it's not Borussia, because Borussia is looking to keep him, but I'm not sure Borussia will pay at least 50 million for him. You understand? So his performance is good for us, Man United fans. If we want to sell him, at least there will be like a value on his head. And if Borussia Dortmund goes on to win the Champions League, it's good for us. We can even sell him out for the same amount we bought him. Let's say he goes to the Champions League final, he scores 2 goals, bag and assist. Wow, brilliant. You understand? Good for us. You understand? We can cash out on him and get a more serious players. Good for him. I was actually happy about his performance, and actually I was entertained yesterday. But that has nothing to do with Man United or Tehang. Yesterday people were saying, see Tiang should be crying by now, Tiang should be this. Honestly speaking, nobody's missing Sancho at Man United. The only player that Man United is missing currently is Greenwood. Apart from Greenwood, Man is not missing anybody. Someone was saying, Tiang now will be like, see Tiang pushing the ball. So see, do you know what Tiang did for Sancho? How can you give one player 3 months leave? 3 months leave and created a training program for him in Netherlands. 3 months, one player, when the season is on, the beginning of the season, when season is on, you gave a player 3 months leave to calm his head, to get his swagger back. Then at the ending, you are saying it's Tehang. See, let me tell you, in whom much is given, much is expected. If Tehang said, come, You did not meet an expectation. You did not train well. You did not meet an expectation. What are you supposed to do? Is for you to say, okay, this man has actually invested in me. For him to say this, it means there's something I'm not doing right. Even if to you are doing something right, you understand? Put in the work, put in more and more, and show him that, and show us that he's wrong. I don't know if you get, but what did you do? Just a simple apology. I'm sorry. What did you do? You didn't apologize. Instead, you sat down for how many months? I think it was up to 3 months, maybe 4 months. Sancho sat down and didn't play. And Manchester United were going through crisis that period, injury crisis. Are you seeing what I'm trying to say now? Sancho is not the kind of player Man United need. Let's just pack his load and go.
Talking about the game last night, the first few minutes saw a, how do I put this? I'm looking for the right and most polite word to use. The both teams could not hold the ball. It wasn't back and forth per se, but I don't think any of those teams successfully completed 10 passes. They kept on giving away the ball. There's this line that Peter Jury uses in PES. I think beautiful defending and then giving away the ball, we make no progress, something like that. So that was what the game was about. The both teams were just cancelling out themselves, back and forth, cancelling out themselves. No good progression with the ball. No team was holding possession. It did not feel like a Champions League game in the first half.
Both teams, they were trying to find a rhythm at the beginning of the game. So that's why those things was happening. The team that quickly found that rhythm was Borussia Dortmund. Wow. I was not surprised that Borussia Dortmund won yesterday based on their performance. Once they have, like, after they got their rhythm, once they have the ball, like, jeez, it's beautiful. Beautiful to watch. The team that didn't find their rhythm yesterday was PSG. PSG didn't find their rhythm because they were giving away the ball steady. Borussia Dortmund played what I call team football. You could see the passes, like the way the pass was flowing, like there was no individual brilliance. Forget the fact that Sancho did. To me, it was not even individual brilliance because if you see the way they give him the ball, like they had already walked back before they gives him the ball. Then he's only just to beat one player, they move. Then if you see that when he now beats one player, is that everywhere will be open. Why? Because the team has already made that, put you in that position. You understand, to open the game. The team performance was magnificent. Adeyemi was playing as a number 11, but man, that guy's work rate was incredible. Hakimi, Taya, his tracking back was, that guy's track back won Borussia Dortmund that game. Is it against Hakimi? In fact, at some point, if you do not know Adeyemi, you would actually feel that Adeyemi was playing as a left back in that game. You understand? So Borussia Dortmund, like, they played together, like they played as a unit. PSG was just, I don't know, they were just unorganized. Yes, they were quite unlucky whereby they had two balls hitting the post, like the sidebar. You understand? They were quite unlucky, but they were just not organized, losing the ball carelessly. The worst thing that happened to PSG was when they brought in Koulibaly. I can't believe that Frankfurt actually put 100 million on that boy's head.
Alright, so next week, Borussia Dortmund are going to be hosted by PSG at Parc des Princes at the French capital. How do you see that game panning out? Do you think PSG is going to put up a performance? Mbappe did not have the best of games today. Dembele could not find the back of the net. There was no rhythm in the PSG team. Dortmund have 1 foot in the finals. So will there be an upset as the French capital?
Before we talk about the next match, the home match, I want to ask one question. Like, why are German fans like that? Why do you keep scaring your opponents? Now look at what Borussia Dortmund did. Yesterday was all yellow. Like the whole stadium was yellow. Same thing happened in the Bayern versus Real Madrid game. The whole stadium was red. In fact, I just want to assume that it was Borussia Dortmund fans just intimidated Paris, and Paris could not play anything. So now let's just hope that that's what happened. Then now coming to Paris now, Paris needs to actually get the job done. You understand? They have home advantage on their side now. They're at home. We'll just forget everything that happened in Borussia Dortmund and say, okay, Borussia Dortmund fans, they intimidated you, the atmosphere was not favorable for you, stuff like that. Now they need to get the job done. Luis Enrique needs to get his tactics right for them to proceed. Do more work if they want to have any shot on winning the Champions League, and which we all know that that's what they have been aiming for the past years. And that is one of the reasons why they have been spending big, buying players like Neymar, Messi, Ibrahimovic, buying big names. You understand? So they need to get their act right for them to reach the final.
Alright, so PSG need to get their act right at home to reach the finals. Incredible performance yesterday from Borussia Dortmund. Incredible home performance. It was a Jadon Sancho showdown. Thank you for sticking with us till now. This is Everything Football with Chuks and Otis. If you're just watching us for the first time, kindly hit on the like button, leave us your comments on the comment section. We're really going to like that. Smash on the like button, and we also want you to subscribe to this channel so you get to become part of us, so you join our community. We're a young growing community. Become part of our first 1,000 subscribers. We're on our way to having our first 1,000 subscribers, so kindly hit on the subscribe button. You're going to see it here. You're going to see it here on your screen, so just hit on it and then subscribe to this channel. So until next time, we remain Chuks and Otis, and this is Everything Football.